So if you haven't guessed it already, this week's responding to your comments is all about blood pressure. Let's look at the comment. Dave Castillo says, "Hey Abraham, please make a video on how to lower blood pressure. My doctor said I need better control." Well, what are we waiting for? Hit that like button if you're fired up for this, and let's begin. Okay, so generally speaking, any measurement from 140 over 90 millimeters of mercury is considered high blood pressure, otherwise known as hypertension. And sadly, high blood pressure is known as the silent killer. This is because it increases your risk of heart attacks, strokes, heart disease, and kidney disease without you even knowing it. Now don't worry, I've got some good news for you, because well-controlled blood pressure can actually reduce your risk of heart attacks and strokes by 30%. I know. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump straight into tip number 1 then on what you need to do. Reduce your salt intake. The average person has about 8 grams of salt every single day. This is way too much, okay? We need to be aiming for a maximum of 6 grams of salt a day, preferably less than that if you can. Because this is one of the best things that you can do to help lower your blood pressure naturally. So, you need to get rid of the shaker and replace it for herbs and spices instead. In terms of how much is 6 grams of salt, here's a good representation. 1 teaspoon is about 6 grams of salt, okay? Do not exceed that. Try and go a bit less than that if you can, okay? But do not exceed that. Moving on to tip number 2, cut down your caffeine consumption. Drinking more than 4 cups of coffee a day can increase your blood pressure. So what you need to do is reduce your caffeine intake, reduce your coffee intake, reduce your energy drink intake, reduce your tea intake. This is all gonna help with our blood pressure. And diving straight into tip number 3, sleep. Make sure you're getting 8 hours of sleep every single night. If you're not getting enough sleep, this can make your blood pressure go up, okay? I do have a lot of videos on sleep and how to get more sleep. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch because it can be really helpful at helping lower your blood pressure. And moving on to tip number 4, monitor your lifestyle and blood pressure readings. Now, I've spent 2.5 years creating the Blood Pressure Monitor Pro app, which you can see here. This app is really helpful because it helps you store your home blood pressure readings, it helps you see trends in your blood pressure readings and analyze your lifestyle and give you tips on basically what you need to improve on to help with your blood pressure. So if you haven't got it already, what are you waiting for? Go on your app store and give it a download. Just search Blood Pressure Monitor Pro, make sure the icons match, okay? There is a one-off fee of 99 cents, 99 pence, euro, wherever you are in the world, it's the same cost basically. There's no other charges, but believe me, you won't regret that purchase. And moving swiftly into tip number 5, maintain your fiber day of fruit and veg. Research has shown that having enough fruit and veg can help lower blood pressure, okay? So make sure you're getting your fiber day. Easy as that. And jumping straight into tip number 6, if you can maintain 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise at least 5 days a week, this is really gonna help lower your blood pressure naturally. Also, if you are overweight, please try and lose weight. This is also gonna massively help lower your blood pressure. If you haven't seen the Abraham diet yet, we've had over 25 million views on it. It's a video that I've made on how you can lose weight. You can lose 0.5 to 1 kilograms every single week, really easily. So if you want more information on that, give the video a watch. It'll be up here and in the description below. Let's swiftly move on to tip number 6, okay? If you're drinking more than 14 units of alcohol every single week, you need to cut down, okay? Because that's gonna increase your blood pressure. Secondly, if you smoke any amount whatsoever, any form of smoking, it's gonna increase your blood pressure. So you need to quit. And I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but I do have quite a few good videos on quitting smoking and reducing your alcohol consumption. I'll leave links to it up here and in the description below, with loads more information in the description too. I really hope my tips help you. Thank you for watching. Always remember you're awesome, and I'll see you next week.